Today on Krazy Karl Projects.
We locked someone in a trunk. No.
I'm getting out of here.
We replaced a broken tail light on I think it's an 04 Ford Taurus. Which, this has been put off a little bit because we were trying to wait till we had light bulbs. We still don't have the light bulbs. I want to get this changed. The light bulbs will probably come later. The nice thing is this has a key fob. I really would like to get the Buick set up for key fob, my Buick, because the Regal is set up for it. I just don't have one. Start off by unscrewing the cargo thing so I can get this mat out of the way.
Now, if you're wondering where we've been for the past 3 weeks.
Well, we did have about a foot. We had over a foot of snow. So that stopped working from out here. And I managed to injure my shoulder. So that stopped things for a little while. Which is working pretty good now. So between weather and injuries, we've been kind of off.
Yep.
Okay, I forgot. I got one down here I got to get to. Is it a pop or I can't remember.
Maybe it's a snap or a crackle.
Try not to break the pop tab.
No, don't break the pop tabs. You turn those in for money. I'm going to try every bad joke.
I'm going to have to get the clippy clip thing.
What are you getting?
Clippy clip doohickey.
Is that the official term?
It is. Scientific term.
Scientific term now?
Mm-hmm.
I should create a short video of Krazy Karl's scientific terms. Let's see here.
It's just a pop clip, but it's one of those fun ones that won't release. Maybe I can get this mat out without pulling it all the way out. I gotta pull it out some. Yeah, there we go. That was enough. Okay, so now I can get to the bolts to hold the housing in. And go on and fight with my hat.
Yep.
Just put this cord back out of the way.
That his hat, otherwise known as the Bald Spot Hider 2000.
Well, I don't want to get sunburned. There we go. Which I got to pull that out. I probably didn't need to do that, but whatever. I just remembered. It's dead now.
Yeah, you break it, you buy it.
I didn't break it. I think those are going to be 10 millimeter. So I don't know why I didn't open this garage door so I had more room. Hey, so it's 11 millimeter. Which it could be a standard size, but 11 millimeter fits.
It's like the thing is 11 millimeters, also a 3/8. Memory serves. I'll put it down at the bottom. I'll look it up and I'll put it down at the bottom.
Well, I can check real quick.
Let's
see if that 3/8 thing works. No.
No. Okay.
7/16. You started this.
I did start this.
Yeah, 7/16.
Okay, there you go.
It's either 11 millimeter or 7/16.
So, which by the way, I stopped putting the bolt size marker at the bottom corner here, down here. I stopped doing that a while ago. Out of sheer laziness, more than anything else. If y'all like that and miss that, let me know and I'll bring it back. But if it doesn't bother you, I don't include it. Then that saves me a grand total of 2 minutes of editing. So
I'm still gonna make them put in the ones I name in there. It won't have a tab for it, but it'll be in the film. I gotta find all these bolts. I got two. There's two there. There's one here, and there might be a couple down there. I'm trying to figure out if those are or aren't. Trying to set these out so they're in the order they go in here just in case. And the bolts I don't know about. There's two down here at the bottom. I think are for the bumper, not the tail light, but we'll see. Yep, they're for the bumper, not the tail light.
Okay, wiggle it. There you go.
And like I said, I didn't need to take that out, but I took it out anyways because I wanted to clean. So do this, and do that, and there we go.
One dead housing.
The broken housing is out. It was almost out of blinker fluid. The funny part is the piece is captured in there.
It's great. Test your plastic welding skills and fix that.
Now we see if this actually fits. And yes, it's going to be a nice new one. Does it match up? Well, you're going to be able to tell one's a brand new one, one's a little older, but still nice and new.
Yeah, it's close enough for government work.
I guess part number if you want it. Not a sponsor.
Not sponsored by anybody.
Although I've had other ones from this manufacturer and they've been pretty decent.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that the reflector fell off the one for the Kia. I think it was the same company.
Everybody's allowed a dud. That's the way I look at that. Everybody's allowed a dud every now and again.
But in the defense of that, y'all have seen some of the sites I drive on, so.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to see if we don't have bulbs, because we may have bulbs.
All right, so apparently we're going to go on the search for bulbs.
Put that back in. Yeah, and a paper towel to clean this up.
Oh, looks like I caught you polishing your bulb there.
Yeah. Technically, it's Shane's. But we haven't bought the bulbs yet. I double checked. I think we have one for this little one, but they both work. They're just Kit's going to do his normal LED swap on this. And I was just seeing if we had them yet, and we don't. So there may be another video in the future where we put LEDs on the taillights of this thing.
Okay, I'm on the wrong side to see over there.
Well, then come over here. I don't know why you're hiding in the hole there.
Because that's where I started, and it was comfortable, and I didn't want to move.
I may get a spray bottle of water to do this.
Yeah, we got to clean it.
Clean this one a little better.
Remember, water your tail lights so they'll grow.
Gotta check your blinker fluid levels, you know.
This is also the non-recommended way of identifying if you have a short.
You can just lick your fingers and touch them too. That works.
There's a reason why we call him Krazy Karl.
I had an argument over that with someone before and whether you can feel any of the car's electronics coming through. It's like, in my opinion, that may just be me, but I compare it to sticking a 9-volt battery on your tongue is the little tingle you get from it. Not counting spark plugs and stuff like that.
I was going to say.
Not counting the high voltage, just on your normal car wiring. If
I
you
was
feel
about to
something, it feels like kind of like a 9-volt. It feels like anything. Sometimes they are too weak.
I could just see somebody on a battery licking their hand. It's more than a tingle.
Even the 12-volt batteries aren't too much. It's the anything past the going to the spark plugs where you actually amp up, where you have enough amps that's going to hurt you more than tingle.
There's a reason we call him Krazy Karl. But yes, he's right about the spark plugs and whatnot.
I'm very conductive, so I've learned. If you've ever watched the movie Down Periscope, the electrician in there is what I would have been if I'd actually become an electrician. There's a reason why I didn't become an electrician.
Mm-hmm.
nice dry day today, so once I get this cleaned up, I'll let it dry for a while. And then we'll put the taillight housing on.
Yeah.
At least I got this all nice and cleaned up, so it's ready to go once we get the new bulbs.
And it's going to have the new housing in.
Yep. And I'm trying not to touch the light bulbs. Wipe it off, make sure I didn't get grease on it. There we go. Now, let that dry. And at least it's clean for now.
Yes. And we'll be back here in a few minutes.
Yep.
For you in a couple seconds.
Oh, yeah. And now we go reassemble. Line that up. And give it a twisty.
And
Right.
if you don't remember, or if you're only dealing with LED bulbs, these types of bulbs, don't touch the glass.
Yeah, if you do touch it, make sure you wipe it off good. You don't want your oil staying to it because your oils can cause it to pop
Snap.
immaturely.
Yep, or snap and crackle.
And I think I messed that up. There's little rubber gaskets and I caught it. On the outside or in the inside? That's the question. Are you inside the fender or outside the fender?
Yes.
Yeah, I think yes is the answer. The problem is that's supposed to stay like that, I think. And it's supposed to be like that. And there we go. So there's it in, I think. Yeah, this one's kind of that way, except for it's been popped out too. There we go. Yeah, so that's right. That's right. That's how it's supposed to be.
So, yeah, it's a little V thing, and then you got the little pop tab right here that there we go. It's right here that kind of technically sticks in there. There we go.
So I'm trying to figure out if it's that part. Yeah, it's supposed to just be the back part. It's got a little thing where it's supposed to slide in on the back here, where the little tab that holds it. But yeah, it does not want to hold it. And I looked at the factory one on the other side, and it didn't hold it over there either. So, but there you go. And then you put your bolts back.
Which I will swap sides for that. Alrighty-o.
I'm just doing my finger tight because I know we're taking this off again in the near future. But you don't torque this down a whole lot anyway, so my finger tight's probably right torque for this thing. Because if you've seen my previous videos, you notice that I use my fingers to do hose clamps you're not supposed to do with fingers.
Yeah, and it's because something nerve damage.
There we go. Also, neat feature. If you have an older sedan or car, and you see this adjusts your spring dampness. So how strong the spring holds the trunk lid up. So if your trunk lid gets weak, you can adjust that. Depending on the car, down or up can adjust the tension. I think on the Ford it's down. But your owner's manual will tell you, plus you can find it online. But adjusting this will adjust how stiff this is. So if you have a hard time closing it, you can adjust it and soften it. If it doesn't stay open, you can adjust it and make it firmer.
So there you go. It's on both sides. I just showed you it's on both sides.
That on that. Okay. And then push this back up. I gotta push this behind, in, put that in, and then put the little doohickey back on. Well, I'd push that back in normally, but right now I'm going to leave that out since we're going to do this again. Which, that should just pop out, but this one is stretching instead of popping, so I didn't want to break it.
Alright, and
there we go. It is finished. and then putting stuff away.
Give you the ew.
Shiny.
Ah, look here. Ew. Ah, there you go.
So that'll be it for this episode. As always, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one.